Hello everyone, this is Jasmine from Jazz Draws Art, and I am back with my playing card series on to the second queen. And of course, you can't have Fergus without his queen being Marsali. Marsali Jane McKimmy Fraser. She is probably my favorite female character personally from the show, just because I really like that she has a lot of fight in her, a lot of spunk, and she can stand up to people and really stand her ground. She kind of is like the perfect woman for Fergus because she, I think in a way, kind of reminds him of Claire, who was his mother figure, with being a little bit stubborn, a little bit, forthright and more independent woman, but also a bit like Jamie because Jamie raised him very well to be the sort of man that he is, and it only makes sense that he would get a person like Marsali. Not to mention that Marsali's kind of Jamie's daughter. I mean, he treated her like his daughter for a while, and now she's his daughter and daughter-in-law by adoption because Fergus is kind of their adopted son. It's a little messy, but nonetheless, I love her. She's one of my favorite characters. I just get such a big kick out of her interactions and some of the things that she says and does, like when she stood up to Jamie about being on the ship when they're going to save young Ian, that she wanted to stay, so she's like, oh, I'll tell everyone that Fergus and I have been together already. We haven't, but I'll say I did, and just, I love seeing the interaction between her and Jamie like that. It gave me a good laugh. I really like her relationship with the other characters on the show. Like, her and Brianna, to understand, I haven't read the book, so if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I believe that they aren't quite as friendly with each other or talk to each other or interact with each other as much as they do in the show, which I think with them being around the same age and everything would make it more fun if they interacted. So I like the relationship she has with Brianna in the show, of course with Fergus, and with the family dynamic that she now has, like accepting Claire kind of as her mom while her real mother, Leary, is back in Scotland, and she has the cutest little family. Lauren Lyle is absolutely spot on to play Marsali. I love her so much. She's so good at it. And I love her actor relationship with the other cast members as well. The way that she is with Caesar. I hope I'm saying that right because he is French. The way that they hang out with the little kids that are supposed to be their children in the show. Sam has said that they seem like their own little family, and I think that's just so sweet. And getting to know you video where they answer questions about the other, so Fergus and Marsali, Lauren and Caesar. I just think that kind of thing is very sweet. I love seeing the friendships between cast members and everything. It's also kind of cool to me that she's actually not that much older than me. She's only a little bit older than I am, and so it's nice to see a young people on the cast. It's nice to see them. Apparently John Bell, that plays young Ian, is my age or a year older, something like that, which is crazy to me because I would have assumed he was probably a little bit older than that, but yeah. Now, with drawing Marsali, I had a bit of a hard time because she has a unique shape to her face and her jawline, and so when I was doing the sketch and trying to clean it up, it took me a long time of just redrawing her jawline from her chin up to her ear over and over because she has very plump cheeks up high on her cheekbones, and then as you go lower, she has more of a rounded but also a little bit higher up jaw, so it makes it a little difficult for me to finally get the right line. Not to mention that I didn't want her eyebrows to look too thick but not too thin either, and that she has very open, round eyes. So she has a lot of unique, delicate features that I just want to make sure that if I drew them in simple single line format that you could still tell it was Marsali. I also struggled with doing the colors of it because I'm not used to doing blondes, and so I have a hard time knowing if the hair is too dull or if it's too bright against the skin tone. And as these are playing cards, I have made some of the other cards more vibrant, so I still want her to look like she matches, but I don't want her to look like a cartoon character either, with like yellow hair and like peach skin. So I debated tightening up the saturation a little bit, but I also went back and forth between making her still look like a person, not a cartoon, but a person, and more of a realistic thing and playing cards. So I really tried to walk the line there. And also with her clothing, she has a lot of different outfits, and I ended up just going with like a simple scarf around the neck and a simple straight dress with the no corset front, even though you see the reference on the side. I just did that so I could get the right colors for her skin and for her hair and everything. And so that way that it wouldn't be too dark like the first image I had for the reference of the drawing of the face. I have been going on and doing these cards videos for a while now, and I will continue to make them, but let me know what you think down below, and I will put a poll on my social medias and my YouTube as well. If you'd rather me do individual videos like I have been doing for each character and for what part they are in the Outlander series, or if you'd like me to start combining like the rest of the queens, so the 2 other queens, in the next video, and then after that the next video will be all the jacks, and then the video after that is just to show all of them together. I don't know if I'll show me doing the number cards where it's just numbers, because that one's not going to have people on them. It's going to be more like just a little simple design that's related to the show, and then the numbers and then the suits on each card, so it's not going to be anything like extravagant. So would you like me to start combining them so that we can start getting some new content out and we can start watching all of these all together, or would you like it if I kept going one by one so each character has their own spotlight? Let me know in the comments down below, or check out my social media or this channel if I can figure out how to put a poll up on YouTube. At Jazz Draws Art, let me know, single videos or combined into one video, because I realize this is taking a long time, and that some of my subscribers that were here before I started doing Outlander things and playing card things probably want to see some of the stuff that they originally subscribed for as well. I want to keep my channel interesting and fresh and fun, and if I'm doing the same thing all the time, I can see how that gets boring, but I also want to keep those who subscribe for Outlander related content interested as well. But I do want to start experimenting more and doing more things with my channel. I want to make it exciting, and I want to make it something that people look forward to every Thursday at 11. Or whatever your time zone is. It's 11 a.m. where I am. So as you can see here, I am just lining up where the clubs are and changing the color so that it matches to the queen. Well, changing the color of the queen part to the club color, and so I'm just lining that all up, and I'm going to add in the background, make sure everything is all where it's supposed to be. It's just easier to overlay from the last card because then they are all uniform and they all match. One of the things I'm really excited about is to see how all the cards are going to look together once they're done, and I have been looking into where to print them. It's a little bit difficult to find the dimensions and sizes and what file formats they need, so hopefully they will print nice and cleanly and neatly and they won't look blurry. I want to make sure that everything is perfect before I start considering to sell them, and make sure that all of these things will be ready for purchase when I am done. So here you can see some of the odd pixels spilling out of the lines, and I just wanted to tighten that up so that it wouldn't look all messy on the outside, and that when it's printed it will look nice and crisp and clean within the lines. Just touching everything up here a little bit, double checking everything. See here, you can see me playing with the saturation of her hair color, whether I like it or not. And I ended up deciding to just leave it the way it is, and then when I compare all the cards, then I might consider making adjustments. But until then, I think that it looks good the way it is. Alright, and here is the finished card from Marsali Fraser. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. Make sure to like this video if you like content like this, and to subscribe to my channel for more fun things to see me do. If you have any ideas you'd like to see me do, just comment down below. Alright, see you guys in the next video. Bye!